All right, I'm back. So like I said, this video is gonna be about your perspective. You do what fits you. So, um, what I want? No, nope, no, it's not. Yeah, but thank you guys. So sweet. They probably got it written down somewhere else. All right, well I appreciate it. Thank you. So, like I was saying, it's your perspective, and you pretty much do, Gatorade for electrolytes. But your perspective, and you do what fits your situation. Because, like I was just saying, everybody has something to say about the way you want to go about, achieving your goals in trucking. Now, like I always say, Grant, when you first start, you are very green to the game, and there is a lot that you do have to learn. But when you stop and you talking to all these other drivers, every driver is not going to be the 100% know-it-all. This is the exact way you need to do to accomplish what you're trying to do. So as you be out here, you will learn to kind of take bits and pieces from people's stories, from their advice, and then you go and do your further research to see if what they're saying is true. Because a lot of times people can blow smoke up your butt just because either they don't want you to succeed or maybe they had a bad experience, so they feel like their experience is your experience when indeed that's not true. Your perspective is on how you see things. That's what a perspective is. A perspective is how do you see things? What do stuff look like to you? So you have to do what's best for you. Like sometimes people they will get into a lease because maybe they don't have the credit to finance. Maybe they don't have the down deposit between 3,000 and 12,000 to put down on the truck. Or maybe they just want to test the waters to see if they want to even be on the op. That was one of the main reasons that I got into leasing because I wanted to see if first of all my situation would allow me to even complete being on the op. Because obviously when you get into a finance, you're more committed to the rules of the contract. Whereas with a lease, most of the times you can walk away, and even if with no walk away leases, you can still walk away. You just pay, a smaller fee to walk away than versus walking away from a finance. So if any of those situations fit you, and that's the reason why you're doing the lease, and say your situation stays that way for the term of the lease, because most of the time a lease goes from 3 years. Sometimes really it depends because you can get a lease that somebody didn't complete, and you might just have to finish the time that was left on the lease. So sometimes you can get a lease that might be 2 months. You can get a lease that might only have 6 months left on it. So there's no real time of how short of a lease you can get. But I've seen most leases. This is worst case scenario. Most leases can go up to 5 years, but a average normal lease can go between 3 and 4 years. Of course, a lease purchase to where you can buy it. A lot of leases have balloon payments. Some leases don't have balloon payments. So you really have to do your research to find out what lease is not highway robbery because there are a lot of highway robbery in these leases. And it is not wise to jump into a lease before you read the complete terms of the contract and you really read even the fine print of the contract. Like read, question, research because leases can get you. And a lot of times that is true. A lot of these lease places, they give leases to these drivers knowing that most likely they're not going to complete the lease, whether it's because they had to get off the truck for whatever reason, or maybe they got fired for whatever reason. It's all kind of reasons that can make a person not finish their lease. So for Grant, let's just say, I want to finish my lease purchase. That's all. I've met a whole lot of guys, even seen a lot of guys' YouTube videos where they completed their lease and bought their lease out. Do that make them less of a person because they decided that their perception or perspective or their situation made it good for them to buy their lease? No, it don't. And that's why I really want to say this to a lot of people that always have something to say about, oh, you shouldn't lease. You stupid. You can get a $10,000 truck and make all this good money. What you can. I'm not doubting that. I take, hold on, with my hat. I take my fucking hat off to you, dude, if you made a $10,000 truck work for you. Because now, of course, if you pay $10,000 out of pocket, you ain't got no truck payment, so your overhead is this low, so where all your profit is really going in your pocket. But don't knock the people that's trying to get to where you are. Maybe you had a whole lot of cash saved up to where if your $10,000 truck had a major problem, you could just hand them stacks of bills like, here you go, fix that. That's another reason why I said lease, because everybody don't have their band stacked up to where they can afford to get a used truck. Because if you get a used truck, you need to have some bank saved up to where if something goes wrong, you're not shut down. Because you can be one broke down away from your business going out of business. So if it takes for you to get a brand new truck through leasing it or lease purchase, then do your thing. At least you got a protection to where, you got hella warranties. And most of the time when you lease through something, they're going to make sure that their leases are running unless you get with a bad lease. But like I said, man, you can't stop people from saying what they're going to say. People going to say what they're going to say, especially people that think they know it all. And a lot of times, senior truckers think they know it all when they don't. You still got stuff to learn, too. And you got to realize, senior truckers, that we are in a new age of trucking. Trucking today is nowhere near, and I mean nowhere near the way it used to be. So a lot of times, y'all senior truckers that's been doing it for 40, 30, 20, 17, 18 years, y'all still think that shit is the way it used to be, and it's not. Everybody has different circumstances. Everybody has different situations. Everybody has different capital that they got to work with. Nobody's situation is identical. Every now and then you might have some things in common to where it's similar, but you have to kind of do what works for you. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with giving advice. All right, I'll be back, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. That's how it is when you work, and I'm trying to do two things at one time. So now I got to go and get my paperwork. But like I was saying, y'all senior truckers need to stop killing people's dreams. And like I said, a lot of you guys that do say what you say, y'all situation can be right, but just because it works for you don't mean that it's gonna work for everybody else. That's why I'm saying, like, when I tell my stories, I don't act like I know it all because I don't. I by far know all the shit. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. By all means, trying to figure it out. Trust and believe. So I don't expect everybody to agree with me. No, I do not. And I don't expect everybody to give me thumbs up. I don't expect everybody to think that every single thing I'm saying is straight up the best shit. All I'm doing is giving my experience. So I would just like that if you see your truck drivers got something to say about somebody leasing, don't add a negative comment like you stupid for leasing. That don't make no sense. You need it. You don't tell me what I need to do. Just tell me your experiences, and I will see if your experiences can work for me. Because, ain't nothing worse than you trying to do something that you feel is right, and you got all this negative yin-yang in your ear, and they don't even know why you doing what you're doing. So, that to say, truck drivers, let these new people, do what they got to do. And if you got something to say, don't be so negative about it because nobody want to hear that shit all the time. That shit really gets played out. Well, I got to do my Sanders anyway. I got to fix my Sanders anyway. Alright, guys, I'll be back again. I'm almost about to wrap this video up anyway, so I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, guys. I gotta do my paperwork. Man, these turns up here in Virginia is something serious. Can I move over some? Yep. Yeah. I'm actually making a video now. I appreciate it, man. If I could shake your hand, I would. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to this crap. I'm gonna have to pull over anyways. I gotta do my paperwork, yeah. Shout out to the trucking review channel because he actually made a video addressing about leases, and I actually had posted it in my community section because he had a lot of valid points that I feel like people that's trying to lease can use. So shouts out to you Trucking Review Channel, and if y'all want to subscribe to him, subscribe to him and his wife. Like him and his wife, they team, they so funny, they so sweet and funny. If you just want a peace of mind to where you can get a couple laughs and get some educational videos in trucking, like I said, check out Trucking Review. Even KB Smooth, that's my brother. He has a channel. It's called KB Smooth. And even KB the trucker. Shit, if y'all want to know how to be a true hustler, and like he always, like he bought a used truck, financed his truck, and he's doing pretty good. Like he's good with money management and all that stuff. So, like I said, check out Trucking Review Channel, KB the trucker, and KB Smooth. Check them out because I always watch their stuff. But like I said, give these new drivers a chance to make their own decisions without you senior truck drivers coming by trying to kill people's spirits, because that's not cool. That's not cool at all. So, like I said, for the new truckers that's trying to figure it out, like I said, take what these drivers telling you, as a grain of salt. So what they saying is definitely right, but I really feel like there's not too many rights or wrong in this thing, because there's so many different avenues that you can do in trucking that is no really serious one way to do it. The only way that I would say is wrong is if it's unsafe. Now, if there's something that deals with safety or it deals with you wasting money or losing money, then that's wrong as shit, because the number one thing we're out here for is to make money and to be safe. So if you're doing something unsafe or something that's very costly, then that's wrong. But if you're just trying to do what fits your situation that works for you, then it ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So at the end of the day, do what works for you, and that's all I can say. So I gotta do my paperwork and get going. But you guys have a lovely day. And time is the essence. I'm making better time of it by getting my hustle on. I'm doing what I gotta do. So for everybody, they got something to say about my lease. I appreciate, the advice for the ones that was positive, but for the ones that's hating, man, fuck y'all, fuck you, double fuck you. If I could fuck you without no Vaseline, I would. So fuck. All right, y'all. Let me stop being ghetto mentality, as some of you motherfuckers will say. But I ain't ghetto at all. Maybe I'm an asshole. I don't take no shit. So, oh yeah, and I had asshole. The definition of asshole and bitch wrong in that bitch asshole crazy. Is that what you call me video? So, I gotta look the definition up. But I did have those two, asshole and bitch wrong. But maybe I'm an asshole because I ain't taking no shit from nobody. I'm sick of it. So, all right, y'all have a lovely day, and I'll be getting back to y'all soon. So, deuces.